Sorry about that. God, I didn't know I could hit those high notes anymore. Anyway, couldn't resist. Sorry if that upset anybody. Sorry, Bob. She's here by my feet. All right. Okay, this video is in sepia tone in honor of the beloved Elsa Strict. Now, that sounds rather charming, but apparently she's American. She talks like an American. But I thought with a name like Elsa Strict, she should be like Elsa She-Wolf of the SS. She should have a German accent. They have ways of making you behave. Otherwise, I hit you with my big book of stories. Ha ha ha. So, we have Elsa, and of course, our beloved Terra Queen. Hail to the Queen. So, we have these characters who were icons, or maybe they weren't icons. Which one was the icon? Controversy comes up, rears its ugly head. We'll find out more about that. Now, so, this is devoted to the lovely ladies of HHN, so to speak. But we need to talk more about Mary. In our previous video, which was actually just a few minutes ago, haven't changed my shirt yet, and I'm still drinking the cocktail. That's right. So, we talked about Her Royal Majesty, the Queen of England, Mary I, who was the first Bloody Mary. We talked about the cocktail, which, according to who you believe, was either invented by Francois Petiot and Guy Paris, or created by George Jessel in New York City. Which one? Well, I go with Francois. This is why. Ernest Hemingway, who wouldn't lie because he loved cats. Anybody who loved cats and had a whole bunch of cats with mutant toes living down in Key West would not make up these kind of stories. He said he drank Bloody Marys in France in the 20s. Okay? He couldn't have done that if George Jessel invented the cocktail in New York City in 1939. Therefore, I go with Hemingway and I give the credit to Francois Petiot. Besides, I've been to that bar in Paris. It's fun. All right. Getting back to the point. Good. Now, Mary became an urban legend. We talked about that and how in its history. And that is where the Bloody Mary of Halloween Horror Nights comes from. Except one more thing happened with Bloody Mary. The name Bloody Mary was registered as a trademark by this chick. Her name is Bobby something or whatever, and I don't want to look it up right now because I'm making a video. Anyway, Bobby used a trademark for her, and if you're wondering why I keep doing this, it's because there's a cat here. I keep petting her. So, Bobby used the trademark for her line of cosmetics, and then she made a comic book character, called it Bloody Mary. There have been other comic book characters, both DC and Marvel, with the name Bloody Mary before, but that didn't stop her. Then, she couldn't copyright an urban legend, no, but she did trademark the use of her comic book character for the purposes of haunted attractions at theme parks. Now, this is where things get messy, because in 2008, when Universal was planning to have their whole event around Reflections of Fear and Bloody Mary, they had a legal situation going on with this guy who said that he went to Universal a few years ago with an idea of using Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Leatherface for a Halloween attraction. And Universal said, oh, that sounds very interesting. Thank you. Goodbye. And then all of a sudden, Carnival of Carnage comes up in 2007, and he says, that was my idea. They used it, and they didn't pay me shit. I'm going to sue! And he did. So this whole legal thing was going on, this contract temp going on with that guy, and because of that, Universal didn't want to mess around with another legal battle while they're trying to get Halloween Horror Nights going, and they've already got all the plans for Bloody Mary, so they just went ahead and paid her off right off the bat. Now, that was a mistake, it wasn't a mistake, whatever it was, the precedent was set. So that causes a problem. Will Bloody Mary return for Halloween Horror Nights 20? We don't know. She didn't appear last year at the scare zone known mysteriously as Shadows of the Past. She didn't appear there, but she could still appear this year as part of a house or a scare zone or something involving Reflections of Fear. How can you have something devoted to Reflections of Fear without her? Universal created the most elaborate and spectacular backstory of any character they ever had before. Not even Jack the Clown or anybody else had a backstory so brilliantly, slowly put together by update by update on the website. We loved it as we watched how Boris was investigating Dr. Agana, who was doing horrible experiments, and things just started happening, and the stuff in her office started getting really creepy looking, and patients started dying, and then next thing you know, she went through the mirror and became the Mary. And that was awesome. And what a disappointment when the haunted house, based on her, just didn't live up to all of that. Ugh. Which is why I, for one, really want her to come back. Not just because I want to order a Bloody Mary in her honor next year at Finnegan's. I'll drink one anyway. But because I want to see her house done right this time. I want to see the house of Bloody Mary done in a way that scares people, the way the urban legend has been scaring little kids for at least for decades, definitely for decades. So I want that in a house. And we didn't get that with the House Reflections of Fear. It was a damn good year. We had terrific houses. Scary Tales was incredible. But oh, if only. By the way, if you're wondering why the cat is hanging around so much in this video, I mean, she isn't up here. But she's been at my feet the whole time, going back and forth, and she sits there and she looks up and goes, she whispers, yeah. She's begging for this damn cocktail. I don't know why, but whenever I make a Bloody Mary, she wants it. And I think it's because the Worcestershire sauce, which is the key ingredient of a Bloody Mary, also happens to contain anchovy. I think she smells that and thinks, ooh, yummy fish. I don't know. I think that's the only thing I can imagine that a cat would like that's in this. I never let her get it, of course, but oh, she bothers me whenever I try to drink one of these. Okay, I only got about 3 minutes. Maybe I won't cover Elsa and Terra Queen in this, and I'll have to wait to another video. But at least I managed to finish Bloody Mary. If she ever can be finished. So let's talk a little bit about the other ladies. There is where eye controversy. I spoke about eye controversy before, and that's a word I made up meaning controversy about icons. So, Elsa strikta Storyteller, or maybe the Storyteller, because she's butch, but she's not that butch. And then we have the Terra Queen. Well, the Terra Queen was actually meant to be the icon. If you look carefully in the corner, just there, a minute ago, a cat walked by. She's still lurking, circling me, trying to get my drink. Terra Queen was meant to be the icon of the year 2005 Tales of Terror. That year, the event was hosted at Islands of Adventure. The year before, it was at both parks, but it went back to Islands of Adventure for one last time. Probably the last time ever. The entire park was transformed into a lost continent. Not the lost continent, but a lost world called Terra Queen, which was the land of the Terra Queen. And a fantastic backstory was told about the land of the Terra Queen, and how all of these different parts fit in together for this incredible blood ritual by which the Terra Queen was resurrected every year or something like that. Alright, again, this deserves its entire video. I'm at, okay, I have 1 more minute, so I can talk a little bit about this, but I'm damn sure I'm coming back to tell more Terra Queen and Storyteller later. But I'll continue on the topic. These are not going to, obviously, these are going to be a bit overlapping videos. Alright, so, fantastic thing was set up, then disaster struck. Well, not disaster, but inconvenience struck. The fantastic, bodacious, and pretty hot, I mean, I'm a gay guy, and I thought it was hot, costume for the Terra Queen was not ready for the television debut of the commercials for the merchandising. Merchandising is everything. What could they do? They had to come up with something they could put together quick. And so they made up this old hag lady called the Storyteller to appear in the television commercials right away. And this became the presenting character for the event. To be continued!